What's up, guys? A lot of you have been requesting that I use Miya because she's the last piece of the puzzle. She completes the Dark System trio of marksmen. I've already used Layla and Hanabi before, and Miya is the only one I haven't used yet. So here we go, and I just want to inform you that I'm using this hero because you want me to, and because you asked me to, not because I personally want to. Though some people don't like this kind of content because they think I'm promoting the Dark System, I'm doing this for the pleasure of my viewers. And somehow, I accidentally reached Mythical Immortal using this Miya. I already had 97 stars before this game. Honestly, it wasn't easy. There are many marksmen or gold laners that are much better than this hero. But what can I do? You asked for this, so I'm doing the challenge. And with that, I hope you hit that subscribe button. Please help me reach 40k subs before the year ends. I would be so happy. It would also let me continue making videos that you can enjoy watching. In the early game, the kills were going to my teammates because I had almost no damage, and all I got were assists. This hero is super weak in the early game, and you should really avoid fighting the enemy until you get your 3 critical items. Literally and not literally. Windtalker, Claws, and Berserker's Fury. She becomes much better once you also have Malefic Gun. That's my observation after using Miya. And for the last 2 items, it depends on the enemy lineup. The underrated item combo right now is Demon Hunter Sword plus Sky Piercer, especially when the enemy has high HP. I mean, Demon Hunter deals HP-based damage based on current HP, so the higher the current HP, the higher the damage. It goes down over time, because the enemy's HP gets lower. And when the enemy's HP is already low, Demon Hunter Sword deals little damage. But that's when Sky Piercer works. Literally, the finisher. So yeah, Demon Hunter helps Sky Piercer trigger faster. I already had 98 stars on my Smurf account after that game, and I played again afterward. Thankfully, I still got the gold lane, because if not, I would have used Hanabi in the mid lane. If this video reaches 2,000 likes, I'll do that. And actually, I already have an experiment in mind for that. You'd be surprised, honestly. For lane selection, I choose gold and mid whenever I want to secure the gold lane, because those 2 lanes have the most players and the most Dark System users. I'm actually surprised that I end up in the gold lane more often than the mid lane. If you pick Roam or EXP with the gold lane, there's only about a 10% chance of getting gold lane. All the top global Miya players I see are using Quantum Charge. But I don't want that. I tried using Weakness Finder and Warcry. And for me, I prefer Weakness Finder, especially when you're in the gold lane where most heroes rely on basic attacks. We all know that Weakness Finder applies a slow on basic attacks and also affects movement speed. Warcry increases your damage when it triggers, but damage isn't really a problem for Miya, especially in the late game. You need Weakness Finder more for the survivability and slow effects, because it can do so much. It's great for heroes with high attack speed. I didn't build Sky Piercer in this game. Instead, I built Sea Halberd because it was hard to kill the enemies with Estes around, especially without a Life Bane item. And the first 4 items are fixed on Miya. Again, Windtalker, Claw, Berserker's Fury, and Malefic Gun are Miya's core items, and you shouldn't replace any of them because they're extremely effective on her. If you swap out even one, Miya might become weaker. I almost got killed here, but luckily my ultimate came off cooldown just in time and it prevented Guzion's combo. My HP was really low, and I was planning to lifesteal from the minions. And since both the enemies and my teammates were busy at the Lord, I pushed the mid lane and tried to end the game. But the Lord appeared at just the right time. Luckily, Fredrin couldn't heal, so his HP was really low, and I managed to kill him here. If he had healed, I might have died, and the game wouldn't have ended yet. Instead, we could have even lost because without me, my teammates couldn't defend properly. Actually, back at the Lord fight where I almost died, if Gusion had killed me there, we might have lost. Thankfully, that didn't happen. And at the end of the day, we still won. So much happened in that game. One thing is Ling. He accumulated 11 kills, while he only got 1 kill and 3 assists. He got carried by a Dark System hero. And the fact that he chose to build warrior boots instead of tough boots, considering almost all the enemies deal magic damage and have a lot of CC and slow effects, is crazy, and he is just really ignorant in this game. So this was supposed to be the game where, if I won, my Smurf account would reach Mythical Immortal. And of course, it's never easy. In the early game alone, I already had 3 deaths. One thing I like about this hero is that she clears minion waves and pushes lanes very quickly. But still, there are so many heroes better than her, and it's really hard to make her strong. If the enemies are skilled, no matter how good you are, you can still fall behind. But if you're better than the opponents, of course there's a chance this hero can still look strong. If beginners are playing, Layla and Miya are probably the strongest heroes. And actually, at this point, the 3 of them, including Hanabi, are really overpowered. There's almost nothing you can do if they get a good early game. A lot of people mentioned in my previous videos that the in-game sound was too loud. I want to know if the volume in this video is okay. Comment down below if it's good now. You know, I always listen to feedback and fix what needs to be fixed. I always read comments when I have time and try to fulfill most of your requests if it's within my capability. I hope you're happy with it. For those of you requesting a Miya video, you just want to see how I use her, right? I mean, I actually hate this Dark System hero when she's on your team, especially if your teammate is also a Dark System player. It really stacks up. And to avoid anyone saying I'm promoting Dark System, please don't use this hero. She's not strong enough in this meta to go up against most heroes. There are so many gold lane heroes that are much better than her, like Granger, Ixia, Ruby, Harith, and many more. But if you decide to use her after watching this video, please don't blame me if you get stuck in bronze. That's on you. And if you get a win streak, well, I doubt it. Just kidding.
Request backup. Our turret is under attack.
I didn't build Wind of Nature in this game, even though Argus deals heavy damage because he's so easy to kite and Wind of Nature doesn't work against magic damage like Natan, so I wouldn't benefit from it in this match. But for average Miya users, they'd probably still need it and would still use it when fighting Natan. It's crazy that many players still don't know that it doesn't work. Even experience can't seem to teach them. You know the saying, experience is the best teacher, right? But they still can't learn from that best teacher. Although, if you allow me to say something about that saying, though even if you don't, I'll say it anyway, it's not always true. You don't always have to experience something yourself to learn from it. You should also learn from other people's mistakes or experiences, so that when you're in their situation, you already know what to do.
Enjoy the snow.
This match was so close, and I didn't expect to get 20 plus kills with Miya just as I was about to reach Mythical Immortal. It's crazy, really crazy. The thing is, heroes that rely on critical builds are easy to counter with items, and even Vengeance. I think many tanks, mages, and fighters can make things really hard for Miya. Take Beleric and the newly buffed Minotaur as examples. If Miya doesn't have a significant advantage, she's really struggling. She only seems strong when she's way ahead in items, which doesn't usually happen. What I don't like about most Miya players is that they don't know how to maximize this hero and her skills. Her ultimate doesn't just make her invisible and increase movement speed, it also works like a purify. So when there's hard CC from the enemy, like Atlas, you should wait for them to use it on you before activating your ultimate. Some players panic and instantly use their ult as soon as a tank approaches. They don't really understand how it works. Also, many Miya users charge into a group of enemies, using their ult to surprise them, and end up dying. In fact, her ultimate is usually better used defensively. You should only use it offensively if you're sure you can burst down the enemy and there's no crowd control.